Because you owe it. You owe it. You owe it. Let's break this down real quick, okay? Because I can already hear some of you saying, "Well, it wasn't me. It was my ancestors." Fine, okay, but all of us today benefit from that stuff, don't we? We benefit from the hard labor of black people. They built the White House. You guys, you know what? You owe them to rename that White House into Black House. They literally physically built it with their hands. And when you get foreign dignitaries coming to this country and they ask you, why is your White House named Black? You have a chance to explain what you did and give credit. No, but here's the deal, okay? Pay them what you owe them. You owe them because they founded this country alongside with the fathers. Actually, more, they founded because they did it with their hands. They are foundational to the greatness of this land, that we all get to benefit from how wonderful this country is. Okay? And they are a cornerstone to that foundation. You understand? Whether you could or couldn't have done it without them is irrelevant speculation. The fact is, they not just contributed, they built this country physically. What's the problem? It's not like you can't afford it. The United States is the richest country in the world by far. Not even China comes close. It doesn't even come close. Do you understand that they have 1 billion more people? Take the 300 plus million that we have here, add 1 billion on top of that. That's how much China has. And they still don't have the same GDP as we do. All 27 or so countries of the European Union don't even come close. Richest country in the world. And you can't make it right? Come on. This is karma, dude. You need to balance it out. You do it with the natives. Do you notice it? You don't notice it. That's right. Some of you didn't know that. You guys pay the natives on a yearly basis for what you did. Take responsibility. Because it didn't happen 400 years ago. It happened yesterday. Like, some people that participated in segregation are still alive today. It's not like their lives got better all of a sudden after they stopped being slaves. Okay, their lives didn't even get better all of a sudden after segregation was illegal. And that was in the 60s. The point is, they haven't recovered. They are a decimated people. And your ancestors are responsible for that. And that's why they're mad. Do you understand? This is an impartial view from somebody from the outside. I'm not invested emotionally. So I can see clearly right down the middle. You have to make it right. Like, why wouldn't you want peace? It's not like they're mad for something stupid. They have a legitimate gripe. And the gripe is that life is still bad for them directly as a result of these laws. Still bad. There's still also plenty of people that hate them, by the way. Believe me, okay, as a truck driver, I went all around this country. There's a lot of Americans that hate black people. And some of them are in government. Don't lie to yourself. Okay, I know that like people like Ben Shapiro like to deny the fact that, even Jordan Peterson like to deny the fact that the racism is not systematic. Yes, it is. It is. Okay. But they're able to do it in such a way that you can't say anything legally. That's the wit that the white people use in America to set up the system in such a sneaky way that on paper it looks okay. But in reality, you have decimated an entire race of people in this country for hundreds of years, and you continue to do so today. Make it right. What's the problem, dude? You can afford it. Take a little bit off from the DoD. You spend millions per rocket. Don't buy a few rockets. Those rockets cost millions of dollars each. Shave a little bit off the DoD. Give it to the 13% or so black people. And you can do it by tracing the lineage. You don't have to give it to every black person that just came from Africa yesterday. You can trace it. I'm sure you guys have the paperwork buried somewhere under the White House of all the black people and their descendants. You can trace all of that. It shouldn't be very difficult for you to do. Pay them what you owe them. I think Rihanna said that. And make a deal. It can be limited. It could be like for the next 1,000 years. So it doesn't have to be forever. I think 1,000 years is fair. For the 500 or so that you subjugated them, 1,000 years of paying them every month, and just overall, like, raising their standard of living. Yes, they deserve it, and yes, you owe it to them, because they still haven't bounced back, and you are benefiting from their labor, from the labor of their ancestors. And just recently, the people are still alive that experienced legal racism, segregation, still alive. So you can't be sitting there and be like, that was in the past. They're not, they have equal opportunity now. They have some opportunity, but not equal, dude. Let's be totally honest about this, y'all. Okay? Chad from La Jolla Shores does not have the same opportunity as Daryl from Lemon Grove or La Mesa. These are local San Diego neighborhoods. Okay? Chad has way more opportunities growing up in La Jolla with all his friends that have money. Okay, it's totally different. You're not equal. You're still not equal. So I'm waving wagging my finger at you, big bad white man. You have the money. It's not an issue of resources. Okay, you have the money. Why not just make it right? Make it right. Make it right, and you're gonna have so much goodwill that you would have created. Okay, make goodwill, make friends. It's better that way. It's better that way. Trust me, dude. Get over that shit and recognize that this country has decimated the black man and continues to do so. And black man is not angry for no reason. There's a very good reason. You assholes. You gotta admit, sometimes you Americans can be assholes to the black people. A lot of times. Okay? You gotta admit that. Put your hand up and say, I, Johnny Johnson, am a dick. And I wouldn't mind paying some money to people that I disrespect. I hope you guys enjoy this immigrant coming into your country and telling you how to live your life. I will be here tomorrow and the day after. So, if this made you angry or happy, stick around. There's more where that came from. Get it together, America. And right your wrongs and move on with that shit so you never have to hear about it again. Wouldn't that be nice if you didn't have to hear about it again? It would hardly cost you anything. Cheers.